Good morning, folks, and I do mean morning. I did a rather long personal log today. Uh, there's a lot going on. I'll just touch on it in a minute. It's Friday, April 15th, 6:43 a.m. I was supposed to have the final court day for the chapter 13 that I had to initiate to save this house. Excuse me, coffee burps. Um, Cheers. That microphone I have is good. It's a Vid Pro. It's made by Canon. A Vid Pro XM-L. Uh, it's a condenser mic, and it picks up the birds and stuff outside. And unfortunately, it also captures my slurping coffee. Bother some people, I know. Whatever. So what? There's a while ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I don't know. I don't really care that much about stuff. It's important for things to happen. But personally, this is just me personally, I'm not concerned that much with the chronological order as far as the exact sequencing of events to where there's a time I can say for something happened. What's important to me is flow of events, flow of creation, everything happening like your awakening. That's important. Awakening and awareness, they just keep flowing. It's like as your abilities start to awaken, you become aware of more, which enhances further awakening of your body and becoming aware of more. It's just, and the more aware you are, the quicker you're going to awaken. It's the two work together. It's not the same thing, but it's somewhat similar to the heart producing a feeling, and then the heart and the hypothalamus gland producing understanding. It's very similar. I know some of the things I talk about are kind of hard to understand. Please understand that this information, it's important to you now, okay? But it's for 100 years that people are going to look and listen to this information, and it's going to help them wake up. That's the whole idea of me being here. That's why I wear these here overalls, because overalls been around more than 100 years. Okay, it's a fashion statement. You know, those that are close to those friends I have that are close to me, they know how serious a person I am. Please take the time not to be serious. Please take the time to laugh. Laugh at yourself. It doesn't hurt anyone. And if you know, don't beat yourself up and think negative about yourself, but have a laugh and you don't worry about it. We all do silly things. Just try not to call them overly stupid, because then you're pushing on yourself. Don't say stupid, stupid, stupid to yourself, because you're not. Okay? Please don't do that to yourself. And it's definitely going to hurt your awakening. Okay? This new energy I have with me, it's like a personal trainer. It's helping my memory a little bit, but there's more of me coming out. The process is, in a soft way, disorienting, a little bothersome, but at the same time, because there's more of me out of me, my memory's a little better. My memory's not really good, but my memory's better. Why? Because what do you do when you go into your quote unquote memory? Supposedly, what are you really doing? Like I've told you all for a long time now, a little over 2/3 of the time you try to remember something, you're actually using your metaphysical abilities to go back in time and look at it. There's no file and cabinet in there. Okay, you're just using your abilities to go see it. Some of you, especially those of you that are more solar plexus and core energy oriented. You go right through the crown, get it through the what they call the Akashic record. So all it is energy that's out there. It's part of this the source field. Okay, right now it's around here, and not just here. I mean way out there. It's part of the energy in me. Part of what it's part of me. Whatever. I try not to say stuff. It's like I'm not trying to make this about me, but look, it is what it is. So what? You know, people get upset. They go, blah, 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 whatever, screw them. I don't really care. I want to. I'll always help them and take care of them every way I can, and I do that when I'm out of my body a whole lot. But I can't do. None of us can be a teeny part of a percent what we really are. Well, okay, more than that. But anyway, none of us can come close to being. Maybe just a little. Actually, a little over 1% of what we are is all we can be when we're in a body. I keep telling you all, man, you have no idea who you really are. I'm not calling you dumb. I'm not saying you're ignorant. I'm just saying you don't. Well, you're ignorant to the fact of who you really are because you're so huge, awesome. 1 second. There, a lot of people think that when they're in a physical body, that it's like I don't want to have a life in an energy body. I'll never feel. Wow, are you wrong, man? I know this. I see it. I feel it. I know it as a fact. But let me help you understand this, okay? Now, I've told you before, negativity, like when the first being was created by happenstance in the first dimension, and it was happenstance. There was nothing guiding it. It just happened. It was energies and things being attracted to each other. Okay? And remember this. Hey, Herky, love you, buddy. And there's 4 new first beings coming. Daddy just put a new sheet on the bed right over here, honey. Daddy just gave you a new sheet. You want that bed? The big one? Herky says, I have a big king size, high density foam bed right next to me. I have 2 of my personal dog size they're a little bit big for him, but not too much bigger. Sealy Posturpedic beds. And there's folks out there say I don't take care of Herky. Sometimes I'll talk to Burju in the morning, and I've taken Herky. Well, sometimes we'll talk for about an hour, and I'll have taken Herky out 4 times. When Karen was here with me a long time ago, I was trying to hurry up and get everything done I could to get ready to go, because I was feeling myself going, and I didn't get to take Herky out that much, and I was spending so much time with Karen. I just didn't have I wasn't able to give anybody really the full attention that I wanted, but I took good care of both of them. I always do. But I had to keep putting together the information. I was going frantic trying to put together the information I could, because I was concerned I was going to be dead in a few days, and I had to hurry up and get that done and get Karen out of here before I was concerned about, I don't want to leave one night and have her here. You don't let those you love go through that. Anyway, and I love y'all, man. I love everybody. Sometimes I have to do what I have to do because people get abusive. It's sad. Anyway, little off track. I love my Herky though. I'm totally lost. My memory has started to get a little better, but I'm fully off track right now, and this dragon energy of mine is in my head making adjustments to help me with that. Wow, it's a lot of pressure in my left ear, conscious mind, but it's the whole head inside. Anyway, this part of energy that's with me now, like I was saying, it's like a personal trainer. Brishu and I were talking about. Brishu called and she goes, "There's this energy hanging around me, it's like, and it's really strong, but it's like, it's not there. It's so strong. You have to respect it. I mean, you have to it's like, whoa. And respect is like something you're not afraid of, but if it got vicious, if it got aggressive towards you, it would incite fear. That's what she was saying. And then she said, Jay, it's like a personal trainer. I said, damn, that's a good way to sum it up. I'd already been dealing and talking with that part of me hours that morning and the previous night, 2 nights ago. And of course, if it's going to happen with me, I should know first. But and she just was curious about it, and the more we talked about it, the easier it was for her to relax and look at it. Remember, the more you relax, the easier it is to look, but maybe not talk. So it's helping me calming down, being a little more like me. As right now, I've been talking a bit about Gandhi. Some of the things I've said in my last life. Um, they're really important now. Um, I know I'll be here in early June. I don't know, you know, how well any of that goes, and I don't need to. When it's time, I'll know. In the meantime, I got work to do. So what? So what about when I go? What's the big deal? Okay. So many people were so pissed at me because I wasn't dead yet. When I was going to go earlier, Michelle thought I was going to make her a millionaire. All kinds of stuff, and yet she was busy attacking me maliciously, spewing all kinds of lies and stuff, doing everything she could, calling people up, driving them nuts. She went up. She went up to someone. This will come out later. She went up to someone and just hounded her so bad on the phone. Kept calling her, wouldn't leave her alone. Just spewing bad stuff about me that she literally went and took a phone, threw it outside into the living room, whatever. I believe that's exactly how it went. She just went inside the her bedroom and just said, "That's it. That's enough of this." Excuse me. Insanity. Sometimes the people you help the most, when they're arrogant and abusive and selfish, they can become not just their own worst nightmare, but the same for creation. See, it's time for all that stuff to be taken away, removed from creation. It's like a cancer. That's kind of what's been happening on the other side, and it's going to start happening here soon too. It's not like a bunch of people all of a sudden fall over dead or blow up or something, but you will see some senators, some some of the Congress folks, politicians. Let's say that, not just on this planet, on others. Those things that are overly abusive and will not stop, they'll have brain aneurysms. Their hearts will explode. They're just going to die. Every one of them, no. One, boom, then another. Take out the worst first. Give the others a chance. Change is coming, folks. Excuse me. Things just kind of are as they are, when we're in bodies, we all have faults. Well, I was talking about negativity earlier because I just flowed right back into it. Excuse me. Itch. I was talking about the negativity that was were about things being negative, about how you feel things as energy inside the body, and then how you feel them outside of the body. The more heavy particulate matter that within the first dimension, when one of the new beings is being formed, is 5 different energy fields that eventually come together, and once they've been moving in and out of each other, just bonding, becoming one. As soon as they get to that point, it starts to become sentient. That's how energy becomes sentient, okay? That's where the first being came from. The more heavy particulate matter that comes into it, the more negative frequencies there are. Why? It's very simple. Solid mass slows down energy. And while it's being created, it creates more slower longer, wider frequencies, negative frequencies, lower pulse width and everything. It's so actually it's a longer pulse width, but a longer height, and it's a shorter, drawn out pulse. There is a little differentiation between speaking of something as energy and as you see in your head, and then actually the physical representation. But anyway, so that's what makes something negative. When you're put into a body, the body's physical. It doesn't make you super negative, but it does make you more negative. Your frequencies go through a negative, a slower moving, lower pulse height, longer pulse wave frequency. So does it make you a little negative? Yes. Now the experiences you go through in these physical bodies, oh yeah, that makes you negative as hell. Somebody keeps bugging you, be pissing you off. What's it supposed to do? Make you happy? I hope not. That was done to abuse you. That's part of the whole system. Okay. In regards to wanting to produce what they wanted to produce and how to make it happen, the original first being male and female were very able. Okay, they knew how to create a negative environment to grow souls, and they kept doing it, kept changing it, kept making worse. Did you know that the dual core Kundalini is not necessary? Did you know that you can be just your energy inside physical mass and have your own life, and there's less controls on your body? Huh. Did you know that the energy that's brought to you, I've told a lot of you that you have shark energy? Did you know that's actually, we call it animal energy, but honestly it comes from Gaia? And it's still like a form of animal energy, but it's in that category. However, it's not actual animal essence. That's energy that comes from Gaia. But it's meant to be an animal spirit guide. I've always talked about it being an animal spirit guide. Well, it's an animalish spirit guide. It's not that I lied to you. It's just that it's a slightly different thing. Trying to take every little thing I have access to and tell you in a separate individual manner will make what I say so confusing. I won't lie to you. Okay? But it's like the hypothalamus gland in a brain produces understanding. It does. Well, there's a little more to it than just that, but that's the main part of it. Some things need to be remaining simple. If you can't see all this stuff, I can't explain it to you like that. And no, I'm no better than you. Don't get that crap out of your head. There's a few out there, as soon as I said that, blah, 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 better than, when people do that, 94% of the time, right around there, it's because they're upset that somebody can do something they can't, and they want to be the only ones that can do it. Stop. Stop that crap, would you? Damn. Everybody can do something better than someone else. Okay? It's normal. We're a bunch of different frequencies, okay? Some things will be stronger, some things will be weaker. Some things can do this, some things can do that. But because something exists, it has equality in creation. It has equal rights in creation. They are equal in their rights throughout creation. That's a fact, and I'm going to be really to the point. Y'all best get used to it, because that's what is. That's what's about to happen. This body drops, our main focal point comes out, bonds with the rest of them, goes to the other side, and this big, big, strong stone table that's been there forever, nice, big, strong marble is strength, granite is strength, big stone table says all the strength, this is the format, this is how things are. The first thing Ara's going to do is take that huge hammer and go up to that table and bam, bust that thing up in pieces. New format, folks, compassion, honor, and equality. That's a fact, Jack. You cannot have peace in a family until someone respects, until everybody can find a way to respect the rights of others, or at least leave them alone. Okay? No one's being forced to have to conform to this or that, except for non-abuse. If you think you're better than someone else, just go your own way. Don't get abusive. Don't get this arrogant abusive thing going, because you're going to get hammered. When you're made to protect something, that's how you grow. Why do you think Archangel Michael is the only large angel that's left, except for Lucifer? Parts of him. Parts of Lucifer got a little dumb. They're gone. But Lucifer was the original first angel, and it was made to protect everything from the negative source energy that the original first being, male and female, pulled out of themselves, a third of their own energy, and then they cleaned the negativity, 97% of the negativity out of it, to create other stuff. Not because they wanted beautiful light, because they wanted to make it weak, because negativity can actually give you strength. So because there's this negativity over here, it's really strong, they need to build something really big, but also not overly intelligent, not incredibly intelligent, because as big as they were making it, they had to be able to control it. And then they literally said, okay, this negative energy over here, we need you to, just keep an eye on it, let us know if there's an issue. And then this angel Lucifer kept growing, getting bigger. And actually, its negativity percentage was a little higher than normal. But it was to give it a little extra strength to take care of it. And I say a little bit, okay, just a little bit. And then everybody calls him a devil. Why? Because that's what we're taught. Anyway, so because of that negativity that was in the first being, when the souls were produced, there's different parts of negativity that come out in the bodies. Now, going back to what I started talking about an hour ago, brought up and I never finished, and this is really, really important. Those people that are worried about, when I lose the body, I won't be able to feel love and everything. Folks, when you're in the physical body, your real feelings are numbed down. They're made more negative. Okay? They're muffled. When you come out of your body... Okay, thanks guys. Appreciate it. It's called affirmation, okay? But it's also very important. It's an important one. When you come out of your bodies and you're free, that's when you can actually feel something. That's when you're yourself. That's when there's no physical negative softening, dulling of your spirit, of your energies, of your frequencies, which is your feelings. That's when you come out of the body, it's like, wow. When I start to connect with the love that I really have, when I start feeling it outside of my body, I always tear up. I can't help it. The body can't come close to dealing with that stuff. When you come out of your body, you're yourself. You have no idea what you feel. It's incredible. It's anywhere from 100% to 1,000% more than what you feel in the body. Okay? There's different instances where it's a different percentage, but whatever. You're going to feel it so much more than you do when you're in a body. It depends on the individual feeling. Okay? Some you feel more, whatever. Love, compassion, excitement that's involved in love, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Depending on the person, how much heart energy and everything else they have. Remember, everyone's different frequencies. It's over 500%, 500 to 1,000% more increase over what you feel in the body. And everyone's like, I can't leave my body. I don't want to have an energy body. I won't be able to feel. No, you're going to be able to feel big time. Maybe more than you can handle. But that'll be taken care of, so you can. People, you just don't understand yet how cool you really are. You don't understand who you are. You're so awesome, man. I mean, but the whole idea is you need to see this for yourself. And that's why awakening is such a big thing, and it takes a while. Okay? When I first started cranking people up, I would have the follow-ups a month and a half later. Why? Because for the most part, it takes about a month and a half for you to go through some serious changes. Okay, you're going through change, you're feeling it, but to finally get somewhere from those changes is what I should have said. To get to your first plateau as you're awakening. And now I don't do follow-ups. There's no time, and you know what? You all are fine anyway. It's just going to keep happening. It's not that much longer before I can dump this body, and when I'm out, I'm coming right back into you. The field itself is that's my job. It's one of my biggest jobs is being in the field. Literally, it's going to change. It's going to be much stronger. You're going to feel it. And those of you that have gone into and cranked up that are helping people and waiting to help people, get ready. Get ready for another crank up. By your desire to go through that, because you want it for yourself, but you want to help people too. I mean, I know who you all are when you come to me. I mean, you're awesome. Okay, you are. I'm not going to mince words here. So many of you just want to help people. You're so involved in wanting to help people. Sometimes I don't, but sometimes I want to just say, man, stop and help yourself a little bit. Be more you for the moment. I've never said that, but almost every time I want to. It's important to be you completely to help others, but there's so much love and so many people that are here right now because we're here to help. All of us are. Well, all of us with this thought process, of course, we're here to help. I guess that's a redundant statement, but it's true that we are here for the awakening. The original male and female first being thought it was going to be the awakening where people get a little more metaphysically active, but just enough to see the great and glorious Almighty Mother and Father God. That didn't happen. I had different ideas. That's also why Sylvia Browne was taken early. She wasn't supposed to pass till she was 89 years old. She died at 77. But that's a good number for her, too. 77 is very strong spiritual knowledge. And I'm telling you, who she is really is spirit, the real Sylvia. Man, you cannot keep her out of the field just absorbing energy. It's like, stop. Go do something for yourself. Go have some fun. She loves knowledge and pursuing knowledge. She's different than what she was in body. When she was in body, she was being controlled for the most part. She was also had certain behavioral characteristics put into her when she was young relative to the DNA especially. That's why certain people get together, have children, and then they separate. Is those bodies with their DNA combinations had to get together, have children to put these other spirits in, souls in. 99% of the time, souls. With 90 something, whatever. I really wish I had the time to write a book about all this. I gave you the basic in the two books. This is the basics. Creation, its beginning, your origin. Okay, it's how the first being came out, how everything started, and what was there, what energy fields. Okay, I don't tell you about all the names of the little aliens on the different planets. First off, nothing's alien. We're all family. You've all had lives, and you've had a lot of lives in a lot of the different bodies. But it's about the energy, the spirit, the sentient energy, as well as the energy itself. That was created because that's what goes into bodies. That's the reality of things. Creation, its beginning, its journey evolving into paradise. Okay, that's how everything changed. This one's big. That's 412 pages. This is 134. I'm not trying to sell stuff, but if you don't get this book first to learn what's out there, the different beings, this book's not going to make as much sense. It's going to be harder to read. These books are a slow read. The editors, even the primary editor down at the Create Space, she said that this information isn't anywhere. They edit books. How many thousands of books they have for sale? She said this isn't available anywhere. You talk about it as a person having a conversation, but it's really a textbook because of all the information it has in it. And they said that both her and the other editor that did the second book, that these paragraphs have to be shorter than we like them because it's too much information. That there's no way for the mind to grab it. And so many people have called me or talked to them, consult or sent an email, just saying, and folks, I'm sorry, I just don't have time to read emails. I'm sorry, I'm doing what I can. I'm not a sorry individual, but I feel sorry that I can't, take that I can't do more. Um, but anyway, they said, Jay, I've read this book 5, 6 times, and I just say, please stop. Just read 3 paragraphs and just stop a minute. 5 paragraphs, stop, whatever, but just go slow. There's a lot of excitement because this is new. This is what's real. That's what's out there. Okay, it's not like, whoa, such a big thing. It's a book that has information for you, data for you to consume and do what you want with it. That's all. Okay, I don't do philosophies. I don't do religions. Okay, I'm sorry. To me, that's totally silly. I'm about making you stronger, helping you awake, become your real self, so you can see for yourself what reality truly is. Okay? It's awakening. It's awareness. That's what I have to offer you. Okay? Those books tell you what's there. And as you start seeing things, you can actually relate to what's in the book. Why? Because I see this stuff. The one editor said, she was kind of laughing. She goes, this is all kind of new and it's really different. And I really thought, you just can't make this kind of stuff up. And, she proofreads a lot of books about that. People that write stories. Mira Rose, she's really cool. Oh, she's family too. She's Source inside. This is 2 of her books. The Forest Speaks, Book 1. Awakening the Rose, okay? Mira Rose D'Agostino is her full name. And then The Forest Speaks, Book 2, Through the Eyes of the Dragon, okay? She's Source Energy. I met her a long time ago, and it was the funniest thing in the world. I gave her a bunch of stones and stuff, and she could, when Source meets Source, the hearts really flow. But that's what we are, is heart energy more than anything else. And she just, I said, don't misunderstand when I tell you this. But when Source meets Source, when family meets, the heart is so strong. There's love that's there, and I said, I'm not being aggressive towards you sexually. I'm not, I have no thoughts, desires, whatever. But at the same time, there's a feeling of family. And she said, I literally feel like you're my father. And I said, I have been that in many lives. But yeah, that's the idea. It would be wonderful if everything in creation had that same compassion. It doesn't, because of the heart energy. I have met souls with so much heart energy. They're so beautiful. You look at them, you just want to start tearing up. I mean, they're awesome. People, think, oh, I'm not Source. I'm no good. And I said, no, maybe you're better. And so, oh, wait a minute, can't be better, because there's no better than, honestly, maybe the love that you have, the things you can offer people is so much better than them. See how you can take the word better and actually use it where it works better? Again, it's simple. It's just understanding the basics. A lot of people say ego this, ego that. Folks, get rid of the ego word, will you? He's too much about himself. Selfish, yes. Ego, what's ego? It's too much like a box you want to put something in, like psychic, okay? It's crazy. If you don't have enough, quote unquote, ego, is that the right word? Which is a being of yourself. If you don't have enough of that, you'll stand on the road and let a car hit you. You have to care about yourself. If you don't care about yourself, but you care about others, you have to maintain yourself first so that you can help others. When someone's selfish, then they're selfish. When they think they're better than, then they're arrogant. Again, while I'm finishing getting these orders out, I've been buying a ton of stone. Okay, a ton. Um, I've got some really good serpentine now that is so strong. Uh, its healing properties are so strong. It doesn't mean you have a broken arm, you put it on there, it fixes it. Okay, understand that when we talk about energy from stones helping us, it's helping us towards a certain goal. Okay, um, it's like vitamins for a physical body, help a body. Stone energy helps the spirit, but the more a spirit is moved towards healing itself physically, it can actually help itself heal. Okay. I know we've all heard about the cases where miracle stuff, where they kill cancer and everything else. Folks, when something like that happens, you're having help from the other side, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. Very good. But the more positive your attitude is with yourself to heal something, is telling the other side real strong, I want this gone. I want this gone. Because that's a big statement to make to the other side. It's like when people grid stones around the place. I'm going to grid this and I'm going to receive this. When you take stones and set them a certain way around your house and you make the affirmation in your head that I'm telling you, this means I need this. And if you want more money, need more money. If you have what you need, chances are you're not going to get it. There's no such thing as a stone for prosperity. No such thing. One of the most vicious lies there is, and it comes to an overwhelming sense of entitlement that people have, even when it's hidden in a small amount, is manifesting. Folks, you don't manifest nothing except for the desire inside you to go, somewhere with your life, to do something, to try and be more this, more that. Now, by making that statement, you're encouraging the other side to help you. And if they can put that in your life, they will. But that's not you making it happen. That's you saying, I really want this, and then it has to be made to happen for you. You don't create it yourself. You're saying you need it. You're creating the possibility for this event to happen, but you don't create the event. Sorry. That kind of flows right into the law of attraction. One of the biggest lies there is. But it's also harmful. If you think you can just ask for something and receive it, you're not going to spend time trying to awaken your abilities to understand what's going on around you and enhance your life. You're just sitting there, I want, I want, I want, I want, I want. Why not become alive? Go out there and see things, do things. The more you awaken your energy, the more you're aware of what's going on, the better and easier your life events will flow. When you really know what's going on and why, it's easier to make better decisions. So in that way you can enhance your life. You don't manifest the life you want, but you help enhance the life you have through your own actions. So people now, if you want to say, I'm going to manifest prosperity, well, you start saving money and everything. Okay, you're making something happen. But that's not manifesting. I manifest. No. You want to have more money? Don't spend as much. Work harder to get more. You want to call that manifestation? That's whatever. That's a word I can't stomach. Okay, back to stones. So on the website, I told you I was getting a whole lot of stones, so I'm trying to finish getting this other stuff done while I'm going through all these changes. The fight I got into, I guess, 3 weeks ago or something, that should have hospitalized me, gave me a concussion, fighting with that part of the energy of my body, outside of my body that wanted to run things. That was the part of my body that needed, the part of my energy body, my spirit that needed to be dealt with. There wasn't a part in here that always talks with you with something outside. It's dead now. When I took out the original male and female first being, it took 2 times to get rid of 99% of them. 98.9, who cares? Over 98% of them. Now I'm being pushed, say 99. It's like, whatever, come on, get out of my head. 98.9 9% of them, they that was me. That's what's talking to you that did that. But when I was taking out Lydia, Aramelius, Lilith, and let's see, wait, Aramelius and Lydia and Lilith and Aramelius, birds telling me to hurry up. When I was taking them out, that I had the help of this energy. And then I wanted to run things, just dead, but it beat the hell out of me. Picked me up, threw me down 3 times. It was nasty, and I actually had a concussion. So that set me back more. I mean, it's, folks, it's been hell just to get like the packages out to all the wonderful people that, you know, that bought it. So I'm making up for it. I'm giving you a lot more than what you asked for. You know, I have to, because if I don't, I can't look at myself. I mean, I can't feel good about myself. But anyway, okay, I gotta hurry up. Anyway, this is some of the rainbow moonstone. Okay, these are rough. They're huge. That all these stones are grade AA, AAA. Okay, citrine. This stuff is beautiful, very strong. Dragon egg star essonite. We've heard about this stuff. Okay, it's crazy, crazy strong. Here we go. Get it against the white. Easier to see maybe. Lapis lazuli, grade AAA, comes from Afghanistan. Okay. Black onyx, Black Panther power, very, very strong brute strength. Black Panther, awesome stuff. Love my Black Panthers. This is some red aventurine. Okay, this stuff is nice. It sparkles when you can see it close. It's beautiful, translucent, beautiful stuff. Dragonstone jasper. This has got the dragon energy inside it. Okay. There's almost none of that. I'm going to go to an event and buy 50 pounds if they have it. Okay, sodalite. I just got some great sodalite. Some of it's got some dark blue in it, then some white in it. Still got some awesome Tiger's Eye. Got even more of that coming in. Now you can't see this because it's not wet and it's not tumbled. Some of the stones I'll show you the stone wet and dry next to it, so you see the difference. But when you put water on a stone, it helps reflect the actual beauty inside it. This is some of the real deep serpentine. This is incredibly healing stone. All right, I gotta hurt and get out of here. The stick selenite. Okay, this stuff is from the Sahara Desert. This stuff is incredibly strong. The strongest selenite on the planet. All these stones I crank up, I put into them the frequencies that they already are, just to make them stronger. I've got a little more pneumite. Whatever. There's all kinds of stuff here, folks. Blue kyanite. A ton of it. I use it in some of the spheres. Okay, this stuff. This stuff is really nice. I also sell little bags of it. Okay, I bought, I forget, 20 pounds of that. So anyway, see, the money that I've been getting from Green Adventure and all kinds of stuff, the money that's been coming in from consults is what I've been putting out to the product. The less profit I make, the less money I'll pay in taxes. Okay, and again, this thing with my name, a lot of people have been freaked out about that. You know, I look for Jay Essex, John Essex. I can't get this out. What's going on? My name is John David Essex. That's what I was given at birth. Also, since I was taken home, when I was a little kid, I was called JJ. Okay, I didn't like that too much. As soon as I got a little bit older, I changed it to J. It's what I've always been called. Okay. So I signed my driver's license. Driver's license says John David Essex, and then I just signed a J Essex just normally. My business is a sole proprietorship, so it has to be in my legal name. That's why it's John Essex Spiritual Consulting. Okay, all these things I'm leaving to Paul and Deanna. Bijou is already set up. She's solid. She's what she's just going boom. And her husband and her and the two beautiful children, they're ready to go. They're going to do some incredible stuff. These are the ones that are going to help take you all forward, as well as others. Okay, but they're the powerhouses. Okay, and Stephen D. Farmer, he's a powerhouse too. Okay, and there's many more that are here. Wonderful people doing stuff to help. But you really want to know what's going on and what's going on the other side, and talk to Bijou and Paul. Okay, Paul doesn't want to talk to a whole lot of people right now. That's why I said Bijou first. But they're both incredibly strong. They can see the other side. They know what's going on. Luke and Blair are going to be coming into the act pretty soon. Aaron and Katie. Katie is Source too. Aaron is Essential. Really cool. Katie was my daughter when I was Poseidon, and she was also my daughter when I was Neptune. Neptune was in, excuse me, was a live merman, an actual merman in Lemuria, and then Poseidon was a human in Atlantis. But she's a very strong Source, and Aaron's Essential, really cool. Blair and Luke are awesome. They're Source. And the reason why I tell you this, they're strong. That's some of their character, okay? And they're going to do some incredible stuff. Things will unfold pretty soon. They'll be taken off. Let's see, what was it? There's something else. There's a lot of stuff going on that videos I'm about to do too, redo. I'm just gonna the other videos I said I was gonna sell those hard drives, all the backups. They literally were taken out by that other part of my energy. It's pure strength, so it showed itself as Black Panther. Nothing wrong with Black Panthers. You love them. They've been my spirit guides forever. But it was that part of my own energy that came out that was aggressive that attacked me. It also let my foot get broken twice, as y'all have seen before in videos. On the earlier 500 plus videos, that's crazy. But it was good. It was fun. But for me to leave you with something, it's not what I need to do. I need to, leave you just with less, much less. And it'll be easier to find what you want to go after. And then Paul will have those on the video that he can send out. Okay? But all those other 500, they've been deleted. So don't worry about that. Anyway, I'm coming, Herc. Hold on, buddy. What else? I got so much to do. I got consoles. Got to get my spheres and stuff built out. I know. Thank you. That's a happy. Please hurry. It's a nice day. It's going to be fun. Please hurry. Please get going. The rune cards. I'm redoing the rune book now, in the process of purchasing the other rune cards. Okay, AWAS plus. When you get the AWAS card, you're also going to get the dragon and unicorn separate cards. Okay, and the meanings for those 3 cards I'm putting on a website, so you have them yourself. That everybody has access to them. Okay. I'll put the actual picture of it on there, and I'll put the actual picture on the internet, and you can whatever take a picture of it, try to make your own or something like that. People don't. If people take my stuff and start selling it, there's going to be an issue because everything I do is copyrighted. However, if you're just helping people out, I don't care. I'll say thank you. Okay. Just please respect my copyright issues. Somebody was having a class and is concerned about playing my stuff, and I said, "Man, rock it, do it." Yeah, I don't care. It's selling copies of the stuff I can't allow. Sorry. We're all here to help each other. Anyway, my lawyers wouldn't be totally excited about me saying that. I didn't want to have to get involved in all that, but some people out there forced it, so whatever. I guess maybe it had to be initiated anyway, but that's not why it happened that way. It happened that way out of greed, arrogance, and selfishness. Anyway, what else? Okay, the room cards, they're about out. The room book is being fixed. Stone pictures and everything will be for sale soon on the website. I'm sorry, on the website, there's going to be a minimum. Excuse me. There's going to be a minimum purchase amount. After this body dies and I go home, and it's going to be taken over by Deanna and Paul. I expect, don't demand, but what I'm kind of expecting is going to happen is Deanna will take that over. She'll still have to have some kind of a minimum, but I have to have a $250 minimum because I have no time to spend at the post office. Okay? And I'm not going to be here much longer. So please keep that in mind, and I apologize for that. I can't help it. Okay? Remember, I'm here for everybody. I'm doing everything I can for everybody, and that sometimes kind of limits what I can do for the individual. But that's okay. Wait till I get out of here. What do you say I do for you? And I got to hurry and get out of here. I got to get stuff done. So that's why it's the correct thing for me to do. Okay. And it will change with Deanna, you know. But her artwork, she's taking this beautiful stone that I've cranked up, and she has so much love and animal energy. Wow. And Paul's a fracking powerhouse. Berjou's really strong too. She's and seeing, knowing Paul too, man. That you put the three of them together in a room, you got some energy. You know, you should have seen the last event we had, September 26th, 27th, and 28th. There was so much source and everything over there cranking up, and I was so sick, ready to fall out of my body. I was just suffering, gurgling, trying to breathe for over a week before the event actually happened. So when it was time for the event, I was so close to just dropping. And when I get like that, more of my energy comes out. So we were like this big yellow gold light just flowing out everywhere with a lot of heart in it too, literally. Satellites were picking that stuff up, those that are tuned for metaphysical frequencies. It's just funny. So many things people get so excited about. I don't know, they just are, you know, and I just kind of laugh at it. I don't know. I'm very serious, but I really enjoy it when I don't have to be. I have some really good Amazonite too, which is high vibration and cleaning. Okay, there's one other thing hanging around. Okay, I told you about the name thing with John Essex. That's it. There is some important work I have to do that you're going to know about, and I'll be doing on video with our friends in space. It's important. We're going to meet them. But I'm going to say this right now, and I don't care who doesn't like it. Animals have been serving us forever. They're here right now, and very soon they won't be. And they're not appreciated for crap. Some of you really do, and thank you. But I'm talking about the human race, okay? The human race does not appreciate animals. Neither does the human race deserve them to be here anymore. And they don't want to be here. And that's why I promised them over 1 billion years ago that I was taking them. And I am. I will be taking the animals off this planet. You'll see it. You know, some people say, oh, he said, I don't care what people say. That's obvious. It's going to happen. It's a promise I made to them. When I'm free of this body, you have no idea what I can do about my promises. So anyway, all the stone stuff's coming real soon. Sodalite. Oh, where's a piece of the... Well, this is just a small piece that's broken. It's one I'm keeping for myself. That's a piece of the tumbled sodalite. This stuff is beautiful. All kinds of stuff. Dan will be making necklaces and stuff, jewelry. Anyway, folks, love you. Good things are coming. I'm trying to buckle up what I'm doing, getting everything ready. As soon as I'm gone, Paul and Deanna, give them a month and a half, 2 months or something. They got to go through a lot of stuff here. There's going to be some really neat stuff for sale. That's going to help you. Okay, I crank up all these stones. Some of them are softly cranked up by being around me, but before I sell something, I give it an extra oomph. If you buy some stone and you don't want it cranked up that hard, you just want that soft source energy in it, you have to let me know in advance. Okay? Um, because these stones, they cost actually, they're all beautiful, but they cost extra because they're cranked up. They're stronger. Um, so if you want a little less, just let me know. Okay? The price doesn't go down, but it's, I'm just trying to help you out with what you need. Um, you're going to wind up getting what's good for you anyway. Okay? Um, but if you do want that, done, you have to let me know ahead of time. Uh, Folks, love you. Hope you have a good morning, okay? See ya.